Hello and welcome back to this tutorial series. In this video, we're going to optimize the amount of PhysBone components that our avatar relies on. So I'm just showing currently how there are just way too many PhysBones and colliders and all that jazz on this avatar. So let's head back over to Blender. Back in Blender, we're going to go back into edit mode and select all of the bones that we're going to be applying PhysBones to. So first, I'm going to select the coat bones. Next, we're going to go over to the viewport display and turn on axes for our bones. Now, we just want to make sure that each one of our bones' x-axis is parallel to the outside of the jacket and pointing inward so that when the bones rotate, they rotate both inward and outward. The reason this is so important is because we can use limits opposed to using collisions, which stack up very quickly and become very expensive. So we'll be going back into edit mode. I'm going to extrude a bone upward from the head. We're going to scroll down and go into the bone relations tab and untick connected so that we can move that bone around freely. Now we'll drag that bone up slightly and we're going to rename it to hair root. And then we will go through and select all of the parent bones, select the hair root bone last in the chain, and then Control P, and we are going to select keep offset so it doesn't move the bones at all. And there we have it, all the hair bones reparented to a singular root for one PhysBone component. Now just one final thing before we move forward, we're going to deselect the root, Control L to select all the hair bones, then left click select the hair root, Shift S, cursor to selected, Control Z to reselect the hair bones. Phew, I'm out of breath. Shift N, and finally we will select cursor, which will rotate all of the orientations of the bones towards the 3D cursor. Phew, you might have to rewind that and watch it at 0.25 speed. To explain what the heck we even just did, I basically selected all of the bones that we want to rotate towards the center so that we can apply limits rather than collision checks. That way we avoid adding additional overhead to our avatar with all these collision checks that we don't need to have. Not only is it more optimal, but you'll save more time than adjusting each bone's role by hand. So if we come over to VRChat's performance ranking site, we can see we're allowed 16 PhysBone components for medium. We have hair, collar, coat, and chest. So that's well under the limit at 4 PhysBone components. Let's end the video with a time lapse going through the rest of the bones.